The following program is rated TV MA-LSV. It contains strong language, sexual situations, violence, and nudity. It is intended only for mature audiences.
You're now tuned into a Planet Fanatix production.
Right. Next on our agenda, we have let's talk Jonathan Majors movie. Jill, you have a article for that.
The Deadline article is of him getting a brand new movie that was announced just earlier today. You know who had the exclusive? Deadline, not Variety, not Rolling Stone, not these publications who made it their lifelong commitment to besmirch him. It was Deadline. I got it up. It says Jonathan Majors to star in supernatural revenge thriller Merciless from Martin Villeneuve. You recognize that last name?
Who?
No.
Big movie that Marcus was a huge fan of that came out a couple of months ago. Dune 2. This is his brother, Martin Villeneuve.
Dune.
Yeah, Dune. The Dune director's brother.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So this is a supernatural thriller. So kind of like a Lovecraft Country type of deal.
Sort of like that, yeah.
How are y'all feeling about this? Is this like a very yay type
This
of
is
situation?
positive.
Yeah,
This is
I think
positive.
this is great. And this was
It's
announced
great.
today or yesterday?
Today.
I put this in the same
It's a
lane as Will
Juneteenth
of
miracle.
all of Will's success right now, because people preyed on these men's downfall. I mean, the system was designed around these men's downfall, especially with Johnathan. And you know, for all the people, and I said this on my Instagram story today, for all the people that were saying, you know, that you wanted these men to fail and they're never going to get their careers are over, this and this and this and that. I said this, the phrase "touch not my anointed" comes to mind. And the fact that they are still thriving in Hollywood, the fact that, you know, Johnathan just got this movie that he's going to be the star in, Bad Boys just crossed $1 billion. He just got announced in another sci-fi film that he's about to, hopefully it's good and ain't an After Earth type deal. Yeah, so keep winning. I'm glad.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that. And I think it's low-key hilarious that it's also superhero / supernatural, because I feel like that's a very
Kang the Conqueror fucking thing.
Yeah, a very fuck you. Remember when you thought you were gonna get rid of me and I could never be a superhero ever again? Watch me dominate this shit and be the next best superhero while y'all are still trying to figure out what to do over there at the MCU, because y'all done took all your eggs out the wrong basket.
Now don't let it pop like Doom. Don't let this movie pop similar to what Doom did.
No, but I'm just saying, I just think it's hilarious.
No.
It's kind of ironic.
I'm saying.
No, he's saying don't let it do numbers. If this does
Doom
good.
Did. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
And don't let him be if we don't really know anything about this other than that he's starring in it. We don't know if he's the antagonist, the protagonist. We don't know.
It says that he's the protagonist. It says that he's the CIA detective.
Oh, that's right. It does say that. Okay.
Merciless follows a top CIA interrogator who, after the woman he loves is overtaken by a malevolent force, is forced to go even darker to defeat it. That's the plot of this movie. Very fitting.
He has to go darker to defeat it. Okay, so he's got to dig into that kind of that angry Kang type. I hope it does do numbers, and I hope he acts his black ass off, and I hope Marvel and everybody else sees that shit. I hope there are clips going around on Twitter and all that. I hope it does, and because it brings credence back to the conversation, or it brings light rather back to the conversation of could they, would they, are they possibly going to bring this man back for Avengers?
Now, here's an awesome quote from the movie producer. According to Tuffin, he refuses to let the court of public opinion and selective prosecution undermine great art and artists. It continues. In graduate school, by the way, that was the producer. That was the extremely woke producer talking about how public opinion, meaning all the articles, and the selective prosecution, meaning the corrupt justice system. He won't let that undermine great art and artists. Is he talking in riddles, or does he mean Jonathan Majors' case? He means Jonathan Majors' case. In graduate school, I had the good fortune to study screenwriting under blacklist scribe Millard Lample and learn from the dangers of letting politics undermine due process and deprive artists of their careers. I consider it an honor and a privilege to be working with Johnathan, who's such a great talent now that his matter has been adjudicated. He's talking about politics, meaning Alvin Bragg, who's the district attorney.
That is
he knows.
crazy.
He gets it. He's saying, I know, I understand. But listen, I've produced The Sound of Freedom. I am the anti-establishment guy. And listen, I'm not going to let this talent go to waste. He's going to do the movie
Good.
with me. We're going to do the
Right.
numbers.
Right. Period.
Good.
As it should.
Look at William
Good.
Moloch's comment there. So a few comments up. Ryan would never. He would never. He wouldn't do it.
Ryan would-
Maybe he already
No.
had this job and he invited him to the vampire movie.
Maybe. I don't think he got invited though.
No. I think
I think-
Ryan is so far up MCU's ass, bro,
Thank you.
that
Thank
he
you.
would never, because he's still trying to collect a Black Death check from the MCU. So
Yeah,
no,
like
I don't.
first of all, yeah, I was about to say he already ran off with their Blade script. Okay, so he's on thin ice. He's on thin ice. He cannot cast Jonathan Majors, Marvel's problem child, in his movie. It's just not gonna happen.
No.
It's not gonna happen.
No,
Anyway,
no,
are
no,
you
no.
warring against us? Are you in open conflict with us right now? What's going on, Ryan?
No.
Mm-mm.
He is definitely tap dancing for them, and he is in their pocket right where they want him. Just like Nate Moore. You notice I ain't heard Nate Moore's name since Wakanda Forever. But
The heart-
but earlier this week, last week, wherever it was, when the Russos got, maybe they're helping produce on Brave New World. You guys see that news that they're
I did.
they're
There was a
helping
rumor,
produce?
yeah.
Yeah,
that
it's
they
a
be coming
rumor
It's a
that they're-
rumor.
that they're
help
supposed to be, but they said Nate Moore's name in there too, and I was like, oh, I ain't heard that nigga's name in
In a millennia.
yeah. So he's he is still employed over at Marvel, but it's interesting what they're doing, but I do hope everything that's going on with Johnathan and how good this news is, and this director taking that stance.
And with the movie being so low budget and it didn't really need to make much for it to be a success, we're more powerful than ever.
Right.
We got to be supporting this movie and doing the publicity for it. And just like
Definitely.
Will Smith got support, don't leave on us now, Corey. Just like
I
Will
didn't
Smith,
leave.
we got to support it.
Yeah, for
Right.
sure. Yeah, and I wanted to kind of say on that too with Will's stuff. His film is a sci-fi film too. It's going to be a film about, I think he's like a scientist or something that discovers a new material, but it's whatever it is. There's like this shadow. I'm kind of trying to remember the article. Shadowy cult or cultist or something like that that's not allowing him, or it's something like that. But
you
it's
can't put out the technology or something like that.
yeah.
Try to silence.
Yeah. So
I don't
I'm
think
happy
it
for
is.
him too. I'm hoping whatever it is, it's good, and I hope he really, obviously, he's going to bring it. I just hope that the plot itself is.
I think that movie's gonna bring out a certain crowd. I don't know how like conspiratorial you guys are, if you ever put your tinfoil hats on, but the amount of people in the West that have come up dead, drowned, car crash, when they're right on the precipice of some like man lifestyle changing type invention, like cars that run on water or a converter that takes seawater
I
and
know what you're
turns
talking
it into
about.
fresh
Right.
drinking water. The amount of people that have come up with those type of ideas, got their patents blocked, and then end up dead is very scary. So
Yeah.
I think the crowd that they're going for will definitely get up for this movie, especially with Will Smith's face on it. I don't know if they want that crowd, but they're gonna get it anyway. They're gonna get it anyway.